Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, the Pop Demand Mod, episode 2 of our Peru-Bolivia campaign. We're doing pretty well so far, if I wouldn't say so for myself. We're at 1850, we're almost at the point where we will be getting nationalism and imperialism, that oh so glorious tech. Now, we have some options to weigh here fairly soon. I kind of want Ecuador. I want Ecuador. There is the issue, of course, that if we do conquer them, we're going to have our literacy rate drop a fair bit. But it's probably manageable. I'm going to go ahead and create some generals. That all looks good. But, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, Victoria 2, conquer, right? Expand our territory. We can get this area over here, we can get the Galapagos Islands, and then we can hopefully really take over the Western Pacific. Okay, there we go. Now we have a new soldier pop for us. Let's go ahead and make an artillery piece. Having 2 artilleries in this army will actually make it so attacking any armies on the continent should be relatively easy for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I have 75 days. Let's go ahead and actually justify. I want to take their capital. We already have, we should, so we have a core. How do we not have a casus belli against them? That's interesting. We should be able to take their other province. We'll deal with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and declare war, take capital. Argentina has 0 armies, and Chile has a little bit, but I'm not too worried about what they might do to us. Let's go ahead and increase opinions with Brazil, just to make sure that they don't ever get it in their mind to attack us. Because Brazil is still kind of the superpower on the continent, so we have to be aware of that. I think as soon as we get over 100, we should be fine. So 6.6 infamy, that's totally fine by me. Let's go ahead and increase army maintenance. There we go. And you guys will combine. So Guatemala. Forgive their debt and gain militancy? Sure. As soon as we get over 5 militancy, we can go ahead and actually get to the point where we can did some political reforms. I'm going to send my army along here to the south, along the coast, so we can actually not worry too much about attrition. Yeah, let's create another general. I don't know if we have any other good generals. This one's +3 attack, which is actually very good for a South American nation to be able to get a general like that. I'm not expecting, yeah, there's nothing better. We're in a pretty good spot. We'll get this fairly soon. And as soon as we get that, we should be able to annex these 2 nations. But I want to take Ecuador first, just because we can use the help of our smaller compatriots here to win this war. Yeah, there's no allies, there's no nothing. They aren't in anybody's sphere. So we're in a pretty good spot. Got the US out here. The US, of course, looks like they did win the Mexican-American War. They didn't take these 2 areas, though, which is interesting. How's Prussia doing over here? They're still fighting over Saxony. It looks like they will get it soon enough. So we should be seeing a Germany this game. I don't think there's much else of note here. Got the Ottomans that seem like they're doing pretty well for themselves. Yeah, they're still a great power in 1852. So they're doing really well. Anyways, back to our continent. Yeah, as soon as we get that valid justification for war, so 100 days. That's actually be finished later this year. We'll see if we can finish the war by then. Probably not. So we'll move into this province first. Well, that's convenient. Okay, I should be actually fine walking across all that terrain. That is extremely convenient. By convenient, I mean it's not convenient at all, but whatever. They do have 2 ships. We have 3 ships. We could technically blockade them as well. Increase their war exhaustion, make their armies weaker. And we have access to our the navies of Peru as well. Like I said, they are in a mountain province. Not great for us. But we have +3 attack. Should be able to knock them out pretty easily. Yeah, there we go. And now we're right back at 15. Okay, cool. So let's go here now. There we go. Now hopefully no more rebels spawn. Yeah, Jacobins. That's actually a large amount of our country's Jacobin rebels. Considering our country's only 355,000 people. That's a lot. Okay, so the question here is actually, should we go ahead and just take this anyways? Or wait till after the war? Because we will inherit these guys as soon as we take that. But they could be good for this war, because as soon as we take this, their armies will disband. I think we declare war first. Let's go for biologism. Hopefully get Darwinism pretty quickly. Because we're going to drop our total amount of literacy quite drastically after we take these guys and annex these guys. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll hold off on the whole industrialization thing. Let's go ahead and declare war. So they have one ship there. We have some ships. Is it worthwhile to go ahead? Maybe not. So declare war. Take capital. They're right here, but we could probably take them. When we call all of our allies, Paraguay will not accept. But these guys are my vassals, so they should accept right away. There we go. What we're going to do is command their armies. And move in here. So 9th of January. And wipe them out right away. They actually have rebels on their capital. Let's do something like this and try to get these guys. Command their units and send them into the mountains. There we go. I don't see South Peru is not even mobilizing at all. They're not going to have any troops, unfortunately. But Peru does. Which is good enough for me. Now, as soon as we take a territory, we should be able to... Well, it looks like they're probably going to take this pretty quickly. But if they fall to Jacobins, it should be fine anyways. So now we can acquire core. So we actually annex their entire country at this rate. Yep. Let's go ahead and attack these guys in Quito. There we go. Nailed that. There we go. That war is basically done. Looks like the US has compromised with the British. Good for them. But we are in a very good spot as far as taking this war against Ecuador. So Ecuador is completely collapsed as far as their economy goes. You go to Thena, because you are my vassal and you can deal with the attrition for me on my behalf. We can actually... Oh, we almost are able to. for a moment there. There we go. Oh, looks like it's probably just these units having full capacity. Okay, so what can we do? Should we go ahead and increase intellectuals once again, right up until the limit? Because we're going to need them anyways. You go to Yonkos. Oh, they would accept. So we can actually end this war right now. We'll get a fair amount of prestige. Actually, we'll get a lot of prestige from this. Let's go ahead and accept this peace offer. There we go. So our literacy did drop by about 4%-ish. And not too bad. So we'll keep everything we gained, obviously. So now Ecuador is no longer a thing. Oh, look at that. We actually make a lot more troops, which I will go ahead and do. Let's do that. And of course, we can now, because there you have militancy, we can go ahead and make some reforms. So we can go down this path first. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and try to become a republic as quick as possible. Let's go ahead and take the acto centralizador Joina Capac and inherit. Look at that. Look at that. Peru-Bolivia in all of its glory. Let's go ahead and send these guys back south. I'll keep you up here. You can actually probably do something like that. See, now it's 12.3%. Issue now is that, see, Ecuador, we can go ahead and increase intellectuals there. Even though we have 1.4 million, we still don't have any capacity to have any more focus points. Because we don't have more accepted cultures. Which is unfortunate. Let's make... a new Tacna will be founded as capital. Where is that? Right here. It's good because it's coastal. How about Lima? We got Cusco as an option. We got Lima. Just down here, it's actually grassland hills. Pretty good. What's Sucre? Sucre. Let me look that up. So Suc is not showing up. Oh no, Chuquiasca. Right here. I'm thinking that Lima is actually a very good city for us. Yeah, let's go for Lima. Yeah, Lima. Just because it's kind of like the central part of our country. I like that. And there we go. Yes, fantastic. Anything else? We are making a lot more money, which is very good for us. That's all going fantastically well. Intellectual is already still above 2 points, so we're not really taking a massive hit to our research points so much. It's mostly our education speed, which we are going for biologism pretty soon here, so we should be fine. I want you guys to have probably both of these guys. Yes, I want you to have 3 artillery and infantry as well. That's another infantry, so what would that be? Yeah, 3 infantry and 3 artillery would be a good army, a good small army. This one, go to Lima, we'll have... At this point, we'll have 3 infantry and 2 artillery, which isn't terrible either. But we have a decent army now, which is very good. So about 11 brigades, which actually means I think we're at the strongest army on the entire continent. Okay, so all pops gain militancy, or any province gets a trustee system. Let's go ahead and do that. Only a little bit of militancy. In fact, we could colonize this province as soon as we get... Got to get medicine and breechloader rifles. We totally colonize that province. Oh, there we go. So there we go. There we go. And we got droughts. Soviets increases fairly quickly. I don't know how our assimilation rate is. But if it's anywhere near decent, we should be able to get another focus point, hopefully sometime soon. We're not getting any immigration right now, because we are a presidential dictatorship. So, here is plan, or next plan, part of the plan. So, we need to obviously get militancy so we can pass reforms. Now, how do we do that? We go to war and lose a war. As of right now, it doesn't much matter. Uruguay wants to be allies. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Doesn't matter who we try. We can go for this guy, for example. They have an ally. I don't really want to do that. Any of these random African nations who has like no allies, like the Ashanti, for example, we could like, well, actually, we want to like a establish protectorate war goal, for example. We get, I mean, it's 15 infamy, which is a lot, but we can probably manage, because that, if we do end up losing, we get a lot of militancy from this. I mean, we can pass every single reform we want. So I'm going for it. Hopefully don't get too much infamy from it, but if we do, I guess it's fine. We're not gonna steamroll, is not our plan here. That's so nice. Look at that. It's a nice little country. It's a decent size too. Oops, not that one. I want terrain map mode. See, we got this massive mountain right here. So 10 infamy, not terrible. So we have this massive mountain range. The Andes, and then we have part of the Amazon. Now, I'm thinking of, I kind of want to expand out this way maybe and take the Panama Canal. Free our brethren, Andean patriots. Oh, in Argentina. They'll hate us. Spend 50,000. It's not going to do much. But we can get militancy from it. I'll take that. Solid. Okay, so we got the biologism, so that's good for us. Now, 13.8%. We're going to get to 20% fairly soon here, so what we want to kind of do is start preparing for industrialization. Still not worried about army. I'm going to kind of keep ignoring that for now. Though maybe it might be good to focus on this. Maybe. Actually, let's just go for experimental railroad. It's good technology to have. And we'll kind of focus on just trying to prepare our country for industrialization. We're already at 2.66%. As soon as we get back to 4%, we'll get our literacy up quickly. Yes, they're the menace. They're menaces. So now we can go ahead and declare war, which I'm going to go ahead and do right away. We're going to go ahead and lose this war too. They will accept. Yeah, we're going to lose. That's the plan. That's the amazing, absolutely genius plan I have. Apparently we have factories. I will subsidize them and reopen some. But they're not going to get any craftsmen. But I will subsidize. And it will increase craftsmen, because some people will, of course, be over that 20% literacy rate in some of these states. And we can go ahead and get the craftsmen going. I mean, it's not a lot, but I'm not going to focus on it too much right now. But no worry, no reason not to just have a factory or two. Doesn't drain our economy too much, like £3 a month. Let's go for basic chemistry. We want to get down to medicine. And then, of course, we'll probably go to breach loader rifles just so we can get this province colonized. I'd say it would be kind of cool to go down here and colonize this, but actually, there's just so many small provinces here, it's kind of annoying. It'd be kind of cool if we were able to take or colonize this, colonize all this, annex Chile, and annex the Andean Confederation, and we have big Peru-Bolivia. But our options are limited. So we do have 2 full armies. Should we try making a smaller army? Sure. So now we'll have artillery and an infantry. So just a little small 6,000 stack. We're doing good, guys. We're in a much better situation. So it looks like, okay, so we got some great powers here in the Americas. Colombia is apparently being influenced by Spain. Now, Spain, look at Spain. They have 30 brigades. And their military is, what, 8 out of 30. We could probably manage to fight them later on. No worries. We'll make this all work. It is not a setback because they are a weak great power. In fact, are they even a great power still? They are a great power still. We're number 17. We are not even a secondary power, unfortunately. It would have been good for us to be able to become a secondary power so we can colonize this, but we can wait. I am fine waiting. I'd rather get basic chemistry, which will be good for nothing, actually. It's good for nothing. It's medicine that's really good. So let's go for medicine. And then the question was, always just stockpile research points so we can get empiricism right away. I'm thinking the answer would be yes. Let's go ahead and stockpile research points. I really want Darwinism as quick as possible. Is there any way to... So Impressionism, genetics, heredity, and philosophy of language. So genetics, heredity would be right here, this tech. Interesting. Galeti is 158 days, so we're going to be getting some negative war score rather quickly here. Luckily, we have the army to support any negatives that arise. So, but we're actually making a lot of money. This is doing good. This is good for us. Let's go ahead and increase. Let's gain militancy. Increase our administration, our spending as much as possible. It doesn't really do much because what ends up happening is that we fund the bureaucrats. The bureaucrats all of a sudden start making money. We're tax them out the wazoo, so we actually tax them more now because they make more. It kind of it's a little merry-go-round. We give them more money and we take more money because they have more money. Wealth weighted. Yeah, weighted wealth. We'll go for that. Now, it'd be nice to have a larger draft here, but it's fine. It's fine. No worries. We actually probably don't need it. In fact, I never really mobilize, so it might be good just to have the extra immigration bonus there. But we really want this immigration. All this immigration coming through the Americas, we can't get any because we are a presidential dictatorship. But as soon as we're not, it changes. Let's go ahead and build some railroads. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I wish we could destroy naval bases because it'd be so nice to have a naval base right here on the Galapagos. But unfortunately, we cannot. Now let's see. So it is increasing slowly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, promotions, natural growth. Nothing about assimilation. So medicine we just got. Great. Question now. Should we continue down this path or go straight for breech-loaded rifles? Because we need mission to civilize and prophylaxis against malaria. And those two, so we have this requires, we actually already have these two, so it's totally fine. Let's go for breech-loaded rifles, get colonial negotiations, and then we'll go ahead and switch over. We'll actually get the engineers going. Engineers are great for sieges. Look at that, we're making money. All of our spending is all the way up except for our navy, which we probably could afford. Who wanted to. So 13.18 research points per month. Oh, yep, now we're number 16. Let's look here. So we have Peru-Bolivia, 78. Portugal's number 82. As far as total points are, they have Belgium at 146. Who's behind us? Bavaria. So we're fighting Bavaria for number 16. Bavaria is like 9 points behind us, so I think we're fine. This is slowly increasing. They have a textile mill they want to build in La Paz. Is that even a good idea? Probably not. But we're nearing the point where we will be focusing a little bit more on industrialization once we hit 20%. Of course, we want to get our intellectuals all the way up as well, which might be a little bit difficult. 3.9% La Paz, 2.7% here. Lima is only 2%. Cusco is 1.8%. But Ecuador is a big one because it's the second largest state in our nation at the moment. So Lima over here should be getting a fair amount of immigration because it is our new capital. It's good over here because it is a gold-rich region. We're making 42.9 off of gold. That's a lot more than I thought it was. Let's go ahead and keep getting this. And let's go for breech-loaded rifles right away. Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get empiricism. I'm going to switch. This sucks because we're wasting an entire month's worth of research. But by getting this plus 50%, it's actually going to save us a lot of time in the long run. Yeah, I'm a doofus. That was my bad. Okay, so we got mission to civilize. Meaning we can now colonize down to 25. And so now we just need the other two techs plus against malaria, I think is what, 5%? Yeah, 5%. And then, of course, colonial negotiations give another 5%. Oh, so somebody just got assassinated in Japan. Now that is, I think Japan just fell apart. Or something just happened in Japan. Oh my gosh, look guys, Heavenly Kingdom won their war. Now that's something. We have Franco-Prussian War going on, with the Crimean War, we got the, yeah, anyways, I'm losing. On purpose. Yeah, Heavenly Kingdom is a thing. Now look, that is, that's something else. That is something else. Look, North Germany is here. Do they have any of these? Yeah, they already have these guys. So literally Germany is about to form. What is this? In the sphere of Belgium. Looks like Austria actually lost their war with Hungary. So Hungary rebelled. Romania is a thing. And of course, looks like France is probably going to get whooped. Alright, we almost have... Yep, there we go. Let's pass another reform. Let's go ahead for way to universal. And what we want to do is keep passing reforms until we can... let's see... do a new life in a world. A new world. This one, we want pretty much all these political rights technologies. We get plus 100% immigration, but it's only for 2 years. So it would be nice if we can do it before, right when these guys basically civilize, because then we get a lot of immigration from those new civilized nations. If China civilizes, then we get a lot of immigration from China. But of course, I think their border policy might end up being closed right off the bat, so maybe it doesn't matter anymore. I might be thinking vanilla. Let's deny that. Look at that, it's going up way quick because we have war exhaustion. There we go. So now we're at 20. It's good for us. 18.5%, guys. We're almost there. Almost at that 20%, that juicy 20%. Let's go ahead and... Yep, there we go. Wait, who are they doing? Against Colombia. Who are they gonna free? Panama? Those are the only people I see. That's interesting. Okay, Universal. We can go ahead and dissolve this dictatorship of ours. Of course, that means that we will no longer be the reactionary party, meaning we can't build factories, meaning we should probably build factories. Even though we're only at 80.6%, by the time the factories get built, we probably will be fine. Let's go over here to Lima. So, Lima, what do you have right now? Close factory. Yikes. We want a fertilizer factory here, for sure, because we do have sulfur. There's really not much else here to go on. We have over here in La Paz has some good resources for like a cannery, for example, or even a bottling works. Winery, actually. Let's do winery here. We have some coal. Where do we have coal? Nobody lives here. Arequipa is good because it has some iron. But we have nothing here that utilizes iron, so that's fine. But we do have sulfur, which we can use for a fertilizer factory, which is useful for making ammunition and all that good stuff. We do have some coal down here. Could be good for a glass factory. Just one glass factory. Here in Ecuador. Ecuador needs a bottling works. And a... Nothing else. Nothing else, guys. I think that's pretty good for a lot of the territories we have so far. Atacama is fairly populated, and they do have iron, so I'm going to go ahead and actually not do anything because we don't have any techs. I'm going to wait. So we'll build some of these factories. That's good for us. And hopefully get some industrialization happening relatively soon here. Bread riots. Oh, 1.5 militancy. Or we can reshuffle the cabinet and get 20 more liberals in the upper house, which might immediately allow us to pass a reform. As soon as we can. We have to wait until 19th of June. Oof, decline. I want this. All allowed rights. It gives us more assimilation, more immigrant attraction. In fact, all cultures can vote. Oh. That might actually help us with that. They're at war with the UK, aren't they? Yeah. Might as well keep them happy, right? Play both sides here. Brazilian war, Panamanian. Okay, so they're gonna free Panama. But it's Brazil who's freeing them. So we can actually take out Panama, maybe. This here, 42% once. I'm going to go ahead and decline this again. And still 42%. Oh, there we got it. Okay, so 50% is now voting yes for this. Let's take it. Primary / accepted cultures. It doesn't actually influence that as much as I thought. Okay, so it looks like civil war is happening in the United States. Got 27 brigades. Yeah, interesting enough. Okay, so apparently there are British troops down here. Plurality plus 5%, so we got 13.82. How long has this episode been going on? I think we're about at the point where we should end today's episode. So thank you guys all for watching. We did quite a bit today. We got Peru-Bolivia is here, and we are starting the process of industrialization. Huzzah! Let's continue and make Peru-Bolivia a great power. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.